Yo, what's up, guys? It's Bruce here. Yesterday I played in the Indy regional and I played Swordsoul. The deck felt really good. Last minute I didn't want to play Snake Eyes, so I decided to play this deck instead. And unfortunately, I didn't get my invite nor top, but I felt like I made some breakthroughs with the deck. Um, I really like this deck. I like its play style. I like the synchros. So um, also, I just thought Snake Eye Fiendsmith was too easy, so I kind of wanted a challenge. I ended up going X3 yesterday. Two of my losses were to D-Barrier in game 3, and my other loss was me not holding cross out in hand for nib, but instead setting it because I thought my opponent was on breakers, so I wanted it for like talents, but he was not. He was playing hand traps, but again, there was no way I could have known. But yeah, and he was playing 60 cards. That's why I assumed. So, but yeah, I'll show you off the deck, and I'll explain my decisions as well for playing like certain cards or certain quantities. So the first card is Incredible Ecclesia. I played 3 of this because you need an extender going second in this format, so you should just play 3. Whenever this isn't really needed in a format, like maybe when like breakers are a thing and you can deal with the boards, maybe you don't need 3, but I always side one out going first. So 3 Modi, obvious. 3 Long Yuan, pretty obvious. 2 Tai. You could the second one never came up. You could play 1. Sometimes you want to sometimes you start off with this and then you Shizhao search this for follow-up, so that's why. And then 1 Protos for obvious reasons. I only won 1 game for I used this, but then I only this card only helped me actually win 1 game. So yeah, because it got impermed and things of that nature. 3 Emergence, obvious. 1 Blackout, obvious. I played 3 Ashina. I mean, it's the best Tenyi going first and second. I played 2 Vishuda. I saw people cutting this to 1 whenever they play Bastiles and stuff, which I almost played, but decided not to last minute. So, and then 2 Adhara. It's just you just play those cards. You could play more if you wanted, but I don't think it helps the deck to play more because it's already consistent enough. So for non-engine, I played 3 Ash, 3 Valor, 3 Ogre. This card was maybe the worst card in my deck. With Nib, these cards did nothing for me. I'm definitely going to maybe still play 1 or 2 Ogre, but I'm definitely gonna side this or just completely cut it. Yeah, you just don't need Nib, in my opinion. I was breaking full Snake Eye boards. Now it required me to have certain cards, but I had those cards and I knew how to use them to break a board. But also, you can use your hand traps in a way to limit how much they end on. So yeah, and I played 3 Imperm, so 15 hand traps. And then I played 3 Crossout. This was probably the best card in my deck, along with 2 Talent and the Rivalry. I just thought I win if I don't get nibbed and I cross out their nib, and then if they Valor or Ash me, I can Talent, look at their hand, if I can still play and check for nib that way as well. So and I played the Rivalry. This is definitely going to get cut. Should probably side it, not main it. Probably could be another Talents in my opinion. But that's the main deck, 44. It worked out pretty well. I mean, the Ogre and the Nibs could be something else, but everything else felt good. So yeah. And then I played for the extra deck 2 Shizhao. I played this normal, just 2 Synchro 10s. You should always just make this one blind going first. Always, never make this. You only make this if the matchup calls for it, or I only really made this once against like Vanquish Soul over this because there's no spells, and they can actually dodge this the banishing with their hand manipulation. Just target their guy, bounce back to hand, and no longer banishes because it's a different card. But I usually made this whenever I went for game, and people didn't know what this card did, which was kind of weird, I guess. I know Swordsoul's not in the format, but it just seems like you should probably know what this card does because it's like the best Synchro 10. Played 2 Baxia, 1 Yazi, and a Draco Berserker. You have to play 2 Baxia. The second one actually came up going second, so because you want one for your combo and then one for the follow up, or you just it came up where I needed both to push through his board. So, and then I played 2 Monk, the 1 Shaman, pretty obvious. And then I played SP and Typhon, also pretty obvious. Like these cards just help you push more. And then I guess the 2 weird cards I played, Lina. It's not that weird, but I wanted to play Lina because I play Nib. And then the actual weird card I played was Lizardos. So some hands you can just save your Tenyi effects or save your Tenyis in hand pretty much, except like a long you want pitch. And then if you get nibbed, you can use the nib token and like a Tenyi and make this, and then banish this draw card and make their Tenyi 500 less attack, whatever, or their nib 500 less attack, whatever. But it basically gives you a draw, and then if if I was playing Bestials in the other version, but also in the side deck you'll see whenever you take their monsters, you can also just make this if you don't need to make an SP or not make a Lina, because I just wanted to go into something to link their bodies off as well. And usually you played the Link 2 normal, the Lamperinkus or whatever it's called, but this is that card just better, and then its cost to remove itself from field. So yeah, it gets the job done. It came up once against Ubel, and he was like, "What the hell is that card?" And I was like, "It's just I'm gonna take your 2 guys with mind control and then link them off and get a draw." So yeah, it helps your hands too. And for the side deck, I played 3 Molchummy. Yeah, this card is great. This actually helps Swordsoul so much because it is so hand dependent, and this just gives you more cards. So yeah, it was really nice. 3 Mind Control, one of the best side deck cards, along with the 1 the 1 Change of Heart. They were almost Dark Rulers and then Called By or something, but these cards work really well with Parelia, and you also play hand traps too, so Dark Ruler becomes kind of weird. And I also found that through testing. So, and these cards won me games, especially against Ubel Fiendsmith. So yeah, just take their negate guy or take their Caesar, things of that nature. Should definitely play this card. And then I played 3 Cosmic, just beat stun. Stun can be annoying, and skill drain for Snake Eye. And then I played, for my going first cards, I played 3 Judgment, an Anti-Spell, and a D-Barrier. The D-Barrier was only there for cross out, and the D-Barrier was also there for siding patterns going first. I even sided against Tenpai, even though it seems a little weird, but basically you make your Qixing Long Yuan and you use those 2 effects first, and then when they enter the battle phase you just go D-Barrier. So yeah, Anti-Spell was really good, and with Judgment you really need an Omni Negate, and you draw cards. There's ways you can search and then draw, things of that nature. There are things I maybe would change, maybe not in the side deck per se. Cosmic wasn't that great. Parelia and Mind Control and Change Heart were insane. The Judgments, this and this were really good. Maybe I could cut this, but it comes up. But yeah, definitely, this should definitely be in the side deck though. And just to go over some of my matchups, basically I played against 3 Yubel Fiendsmith, 2 Snake Eye Fiendsmith. I played against a Vanquish Soul, a Gimmick Puppet, a Branded, and what was the other deck? It's escaping me now. But yeah, my only losses were to the Snake Eye player with D-Barrier Game 3, the Yubel Fiendsmith player that nibbed me in round 9 because I didn't hold Cross Eye on hand. And then I lost to Tenpai because of D-Barrier as well. Like, just in general, my games were very high quality. Like, besides those games I got D-Barriered, like, all of my games were high quality. Like, there was interaction, there was no, like, locking. I only locked one person with Protos. And the other 2 times I got Protos out, it got negated. So, but yeah, it was really fun playing this deck. I actually ended up getting 41st. It was top 32. Get their invite, so I was really close, but it was just D-Barrier and not me holding Cross out in hand that basically ruined it. So hopefully they hit D-Barrier. I think this deck gets a lot better whenever D-Barrier is banned for obvious reasons, but you just also, like, the games that I did get D-Barriered, I was like, I either double hand trapped them and they didn't have the extender, like against Snake Eye. I hand trapped him twice. It was early in the draw phase, and then he decided to just not play at all because he had thrust for D-Barrier, which is very unhealthy gameplay. So hopefully that gets addressed on the ban list. And Snake Eye is obviously probably going to get addressed too. So just from my results today, I definitely do think this deck is viable. I know a lot of people like shit on this deck because it's too fair, which is understandable, but all of the games I had, there was like a way to win, right? Like, and once you have like that knowledge with this deck, you can just easily see those ways to win. So yeah, in the extra deck, I'll probably cut Lina, and if I need to, I can cut the Typhon. Third Monk never came up. No other synchros came up. I think you just play Typhon anyways, but if I feel like I need this spot, I can change it out. So yeah. If y'all have any questions, just let me know down in the comments. I'll answer you back. And yeah, Swordsoul gang. Peace out.